A single cryptic remark from Carl was enough to stop Summer in her tracks, and it also opened the door to an even more terrifying line of suspicion in Coronation Street. In Friday night's episode, aired on April 10th, Summer Spellman remained haunted by Billy Mayhew's death. She had come to believe that this was not just a tragic accident, but something connected to drink driving. Determined to get answers, Summer pushed Carl Webster into a corner and demanded the truth. But instead of telling her everything, Carl gave her a short, heavy warning. She needed to look closer to home. That one line immediately sent Summer's thoughts in a completely different direction. Earlier in the week, Summer had been convinced that Carl was the one responsible for the Corriedale crash. She even confronted Debbie, believing Debbie was covering for him. And as it turns out, Summer was not wrong to be suspicious. The problem was that Debbie still refused to admit anything, leaving Summer with no choice but to follow the truth on her own. What makes Carl's comment so significant is that he did not say it for no reason. He had previously overheard Theo confessing that he left Billy to die while alone with his coffin. Since that moment, Carl had kept the secret to himself. He did not rush to expose Theo, but seemed to wait for the right moment to push events in a direction that suited him. Carl was not helping Summer out of pure good intentions. It felt more like he was carefully choosing the exact moment to release one piece of the truth, enough to throw others into chaos, but not enough to drag himself into the consequences. The upcoming episodes show Summer beginning to connect the dots and grow increasingly suspicious of Theo. She shares those fears with Todd, and things become even more tense when she directly questions Theo about Billy's final moments. But before she can dig any deeper, she is stunned to learn that Theo and Todd are planning to move to Belfast. That revelation clearly shakes her, because it feels less like a fresh start and more like an escape. Later, while having drinks with Todd, Summer finally stops holding back. She bluntly tells him that she believes Theo was responsible for Billy's death, and the accusation leaves Todd speechless. That reaction is especially striking, because if Todd truly did not believe it, he probably would have pushed back immediately. Instead, his silence creates the feeling that deep down, he may already be starting to face something he does not want to accept. The tension rises even further when Sarah fills George in on what is happening, and the three of them rush off to find Todd. But Theo gets there first. He appears at the door and lies, claiming that he and Todd have already left. Even more disturbing, Todd goes along with the story from inside and even manages to convince Sarah that Theo is telling the truth. That suggests Todd may have been so psychologically trapped at that moment that he did not dare resist openly. He does not seem to be standing with Theo willingly, but rather trying to survive in an impossible situation. Even so, once Theo steps away, Todd uses the moment while finishing his packing to make a desperate attempt to escape. He has clearly reached his breaking point. The only question is whether he can get out before it is too late. And just as Sarah hears the buzzer at the door, the biggest mystery of all emerges. Who is really standing outside? At this point, everything is pushing Theo in the most dangerous position possible because Summer is beginning to uncover the truth. While Todd is showing signs that he cannot remain under Theo's control much longer. If the secret comes out at exactly the wrong moment, Theo may have nowhere left to run.